If every Ninja Turtle was a member of the Bat family, which character would they be? Let's find out. What's up, my comic comrades? We love a lot of things in geekdom, but Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are near the top of that list. They're also two of the most popular franchises in all of nerddom, so it was a thing of beauty when the two franchises crossed over in comics. But it got us thinking, what if the Turtles were actual members of the Bat family? Who would they be? So today we're back at the What If game to scratch that itch. So hold on to your butts, this is gonna be a fun one. First up, we have Master Splinter. Now, Master Splinter can go two different ways, I feel. In fact, I think he's a hybrid of Alfred and an old man Bruce Wayne. Obviously Alfred because Splinter is clearly the father of the Turtles, who is guiding them and giving them the right advice. Always there for them when they fall and quite literally just being their dad as Alfred is to Bruce. But also old man Bruce Wayne because he trained the Turtles and is a master martial artist, being a ninja himself, as everything they learned is from him. And old man Bruce Wayne is that for Terry McGinnis, aka Batman Beyond. So Splinter and old man Bruce Wayne definitely have that elderly badass thing in common and use their skills to create a new generation of heroes to stop evil. So again, Splinter can go either way, Alfred or old man Bruce Wayne. Although the more I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking old man Bruce Wayne, but again, both work. Next up, we have the leader of the Turtles, Leonardo. If Splinter is the old Batman of the group, then Leonardo is most definitely the Nightwing of the Turtles. I mean, they even share the same love for the color blue. Their weapons are also similar in the sense that they both use double-wielding weapons. Nightwing uses a pair of Eskrima sticks, and Leo uses a pair of Ninjakin, Ninjato, or katanas. Much like Nightwing, Leo is also a born leader as he is the most well-rounded turtle. He's not the strongest, that goes to Raph. He's not the smartest, that goes to Donnie, and he's not the most fun, that goes to Mikey. But again, he's the most well-balanced, being a great fighter, incredibly strong, and smart in his own right. Also, his determination and love for his fellow brothers and team is like no other. This is a big reason why I think he's a fan favorite. Yeah, he's got the two swords, which are awesome, but because he encompasses a little bit of everything, he's someone kids and fans can look up to and strive to be. Also, much like Nightwing, he's got that big brother I'm gonna have to take over for dad one day thing going on. And as we all know, Nightwing was the one who took over for Batman when he was thought to be dead in the Battle of the Cowl storyline, taking on Damian Wayne Robin, which is why Damian Wayne Robin became Robin in the first place. No matter how you slice it, Leo is 100% the Nightwing for the Turtles. Next up, we have Raphael. I think most would agree Raph is the Jason Todd or Red Hood of the Ninja Turtles. Not only does he share the same color as Red Hood, he's got the rebellious anger issues and just wants to go out there and bust some skulls like Red Hood. What I'm saying is they're both the hot-headed bruisers of their respective families. Do you know how we got the epic Power Rangers crossover event, which we actually covered right here on the channel, and we saw how the Turtles became the Power Rangers? In that series, we saw Raph become the Red Ranger. Well, imagine what he would be like as the Red Hood. That would be insane with the red helmet, double-wielding guns. I'm telling you, I want it. Even just seeing them interact with one another would be amazing because they're basically the same exact character, which is why I say Raphael would most definitely be the Red Hood of the Bat family. Side note, if they were to actually meet each other, it would go one of two ways. They would get along because they're so similar, or they would hate each other because they're so similar. And can you imagine how freaking awesome a Raphael Red Hood Ninja Turtle figure would be? Several of us here on Planet Variant collected the original Playmates TMNT action figures in the 90s, and that would have made an insane addition. And while we're on the topic, Playmates Toys is dropping an amazing line of action figures around the new Mutant Mayhem movie, and they're giving us a crazy amount of nostalgia overload. In fact, we're excited to have Playmates Toys as the sponsor of this episode, and we may or may not have convinced them to send us all the figures of the Mutant Mayhem line. Come on. You would do the same exact thing. Playmates is the headquarters for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys, and this new Mutant Mayhem line is going straight to our collection here at the studio. Inspired by Seth Rogen's movie vision and iconic turtle elements and style, the new line captures the shades and shapes of the Mutant Mayhem heroes from the film, while still maintaining a classic TMNT action figure vibe. Each new action figure stands between 4 to 5 inches tall and feature fully articulated posable heroes and villains with their iconic weapons and accessories. Bro, I'm talking Superfly, Bebop, and Rocksteady, Leatherhead, and all 4 of the Turtles. Oh, and did I mention those trailer clips you've been seeing as I've been talking? Yeah, those aren't from the movie. Those are the actual action figures using stop motion. That's how great these figures are. The new action figure line is just dope. You can pick up yours today at your local Walmart or online through the link in our description. So jump on that. Okay, next up we have Mikey or Michelangelo, and I'll be honest, this was the hardest one by far, because there's not really someone in the Bat family that's super happy, outgoing, and all about party time like Mikey is. With that said, I think the closest thing we have to him is Spoiler, aka Stephanie Brown. As far as lighthearted goes, she's the closest thing to that, because Mikey is definitely not Nightwing, Red Hood, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, or even Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Not even Signal, aka Duke Thomas, although I feel like that might work. Either way, we're going Spoiler, because again, she's the closest thing I personally feel that the Bat family has to Mikey. You know who would actually work even better, but it's not technically a true member of the Bat family? Harley Quinn. In more recent years, she's been working on the side of good, having broken up with the Joker. We even see her team up with Batman during the Joker War storyline. Point is, she's crazy, zany, and fun, which is Mikey all the way. So he would be the Harley Quinn of the Bat family if Harley Quinn counted as a member of the Bat family. He just wouldn't have all that, you know, psychotic, murderous tendencies she has. Besides that, totally works. Of course, we also have Donatello, aka Donnie, the genius intellectual of the group. He would clearly be Tim Drake. They are both incredibly smart, and funny enough, both of their weapons of choice is a bow staff. But even besides that, for those of you who don't know, Tim Drake is the smartest Robin, aka the best detective of the group. I mean, Batman said it himself in Batman Hush issue 10. He wants to be the world's greatest detective, and from what I've seen, he will be someday. So the fact that both Donatello and Tim Drake are the intellectuals of the group and use the same exact weapon makes it a match made in heaven. Although I could see people saying Donnie would be Lucius Fox, as Lucius Fox is the mastermind behind all of Batman's tech and gadgets. And Donatello is exactly that for the Ninja Turtles as well. So maybe he's a hybrid of the two, but I'm gonna sway a little more in Drake's favor, as he's also smart and fights crime. Now, if you weren't aware, there's actually a fifth Ninja Turtle, and her name is Jennika. I know some of you are thinking, there's a fifth turtle. Yes, she appeared as a turtle in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 95 in July of 2019. I say as a turtle because she was originally a human named Jenny, who was the love interest of Casey Jones. However, in a twist of fate, she was given a blood transfusion from mutagenic blood donated by Leonardo, which he did to save her life, but it turned her into a mutant Ninja Turtle known as Jennika. Funny thing is, she's actually not the first female turtle. We all remember Venus from the live-action Ninja Turtles The Next Generation show, right? She was the first, but can I just say, even as a kid, I wasn't the biggest fan of that show. I watched it, but I wasn't over the moon about it. I did love the Turtles' design though, like the arm wraps and like the bandanas were really cool. Anyway, all that to say, Jennika will most definitely be the Cassandra Cain Batgirl or orphan of the group. Those of you who are familiar with Cassandra Cain know both of her parents were assassins and raised her as such. Because of that, she's one of the deadliest characters in all of DC, and most certainly one of the deadliest members of the Bat family. She has tons of anger issues, but has learned to channel them for good. Well, Jennika has anger issues as well. She very much has that tough girl persona, much like her fellow teammate Raphael, although she's better at controlling her anger. As for her weapon, she wields a katana and bladed gloves, or more specifically, Tekko Kaji. Her use of badass weaponry, anger, and excellent fighting style clearly makes her the Cassandra Cain of the Bat family. Next up, we have April O'Neil. Now, you know already who she is. She's the Barbara/Oracle Batgirl of the group. And just like Batgirl, she doesn't have any superpowers, but she joins the fight when she needs to. And she's always there to support the Turtles in any way possible. Now, obviously, she doesn't have anything close to Batgirl's fighting style, detective skills, and so on, but as far as heart goes, she's Batgirl. I mean, referring back to the Power Rangers TMNT crossover, she became the Pink Ranger and helped the Turtles kick ass. Or how about in The Last Ronin, where she helped lead the whole rebellion and save Michelangelo, the last surviving turtle. Simply put, she's a badass in her own right. Moving from there, we have her boy toy, Casey Jones. Casey Jones, I think, would be Damian Wayne Robin, for the sole purpose he likes cracking skulls. And so does Damian, as he was raised by his grandfather and mother, Ra's and Talia al Ghul. He's just learned to channel his ways of killing into saving people through his dad, Batman. I'm not saying Casey Jones is a bloodthirsty assassin like Damian, but again, like Damian, he loves beating people up, so I think this is the closest thing we have to a Casey Jones type in the Bat family. Casey even likes cracking little remarks before beating up people like Damian. And lastly, as a bonus, if you will, the main bad of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe is Shredder. If he were in the Bat world, he would most certainly be Ra's al Ghul, and the Foot would be his League of Assassins. I mean, that's just too perfect. Sure, their motivations may be a tad different, but it still works. But that brings this crazy concept episode to a close. But what do you think of our Turtle Bat family mashups? Let us know down in the comments if you think we nailed it, or if you have a better idea. Otherwise, we'll see you next time when I talk about all things comics.